On to race number 4. The fourth event on the programme is the Triple Trio. We're still on the all-weather here. 1,200 metres Class 5 contest headed by Hong Kong's Folks. Drops into Class 5 for the first time, as does Best Runner. He's making his all-weather debut, though, as well. Royal Prerogative was third first up last weekend. Another all-weather debutant. Dragon Warrior, runner-up on the all-weather behind Golden Effort last time out. Koi Rapido was third course and distance, 2 starts back. Still a maiden after 17. And Joyful Forever jumped from barrier 1. Grant van Neerkerk in the saddle. Maybe some overrate there. Grant trying to get down to 1-1-4. As far as the horses on the road are concerned, Best Runner, Royal Prerogative and Jimson the Famous have been up at Chung Fa. All came back towards the end of November.
And Best Runner led his most recent trial all the way at Chun Fa, with he and Rich City Fortune possibly disputing the lead along with Ever Strong. That should pretty much secure a solid enough tempo for this Class 5 over the 1,200 metres.
Dragon Warrior, he ran his best race last start when he ran second behind Golden Effort. It was a good run. He's come out of it okay. You can see the riding boy's got a good hold on him as well as he comes down. So this looks like his go, the Class 5 in this particular surface as well. Barrier 4 should get a good run, so he's a big good chance. Rich City Fortune, I thought, straight out nicely down the back straight here. Jimmy Ting likely to lead this race as well. Interesting to see how the track does play on the day. Barrier 11, he's got the apprentice claim, so he might have to work a bit to get there, but he does it nicely. And Jimson the Famous, another horse that we've seen lots of. Jimson the Famous, only a one-time winner from his 46 starts, but it has been on the surface.
All right, he's a single-figure price as well, 9.8 at the moment. We'll start off our search for the winner with Dragon Warrior, Ever Strong, Massive Move and Joyful Forever. Dragon Warrior favourite on this occasion, but only second. First
run for the new stable of Jimmy Ting. He is a horse that hasn't done as much racing as Connections would have hoped. He's had some soundness issues, 6-year-old having just his 13th race start. He has displayed ability a lot of the time. Obviously, this leader, Golden Effort, was a runaway on the day or / night. Dragon Warrior doing his best work late. I think this is a good enough performance to suggest that he can go close in a race like this.
Yeah, I've got him in for second. I got one to beat him. I wanted to see him do something, and he did in that race, and I think that's his best run since he's been here.
All right, that's Dragon Warrior. Royal Prerogative got a start last weekend as a reserve. Ran third. It was a good effort as well. His first time on the dirt, though, on race day.
Yeah, he had a good barrier here, gate 6. Zach Burton's going to stick with him, and he is a horse that's got some American pedigree through the dam. So this is a fair enough run. The barrier could be a little bit awkward, but if he can slot him behind, get some cover, I wouldn't suggest he's completely out of it. I didn't like the way he dropped off the last little bit here, but it is worth noting this was 1,400. He's back to 12, so that'll help him.
Yeah, I think it will, the 12. I've got him in on a minor line as well. I think he can run a race.
All right, OK, it's Royal Prerogative. Perfect choice, finishing third here along with Rich City Fortune. Neither of them have won on the surface in the past.
No, Rich City Fortune, Victor Wong, Jimmy Ting has called upon him to try and get this horse home again. He won on him earlier on in the season when he was a 10-pound claimer. He's a 7-pound claimer now. He'll be up on the speed. Perfect Choice will be up there as well, but he has been struggling to find the line. But the races are not going to get any easier for him.
No, I haven't got them in, those two, but we'll see how they run.
All right, one more to have a look at, and that is Best Runner. Class 5 for the first time. He's been up at Chung Fa. He's actually entered on Wednesday night at Happy Valley as well.
Yeah, this horse has got no form whatsoever, but he's had 3 trials. First start for Me Choi, and we know how well those go on it. Me Choi's go on the surface. He's just such an improved horse, this one, and it's going to have its first start for a new stable, barrier number 5, so I'm going to take a chance with him.
One of you two fellas made this a horse to follow last season.
Guilty.
Yeah, it was you, Andrew. I've got him in too. I think he's a very interesting runner. Jack Wong was aboard in the trial that we're looking at here, and gate 5 dropping in grade, in for sure.
Right, OK, that's Best Runner by Redwood. You'd think he'd want further than 1,200, but...
Yeah, based in an international meeting.
He was a Vars runner, yeah. All right, Dragon Warrior's favourite, Paul?
In for second, but I'm going to go with Best Runner. We'll take a chance with him on top. First start for the new stable. I think he's an improved horse, and he looks like he's going pretty well. Back now down here in Hong Kong, so he's on top to beat Dragon Warrior. I'm getting Hong Kong's Folks is trying my patience a little bit, but he's now into Class 5, so we've got to give him a chance now into this grade for the first time. So I haven't dropped off him totally, and a Royal Prerogative in there for 4th. So at 2-7-1-4, I'd go exotics though with the 1-2-7.
I've got the same cue as Paul. I went with Dragon Warrior just because he's got the benefit of that run underneath his belt, but Best Runner does look an improved type. Massive move. We looked at the speed map. He can lead on his day or night, but he's so unreliable out of the gates. But it was a huge run from him behind Massive Millennium, and he had excuses out of the gates last start and the 2 starts prior. Can bob up at a price. And Corre Rapido is a horse that does his best racing on this surface for me. He's down to a rating of 25. But if they click along, he'll enjoy a tempo and he can close in late at a price. So I bank at the 7 and work the exotics around him, I would have thought.
All right, first leg of the TT. We've all got the same Quinella, so that's hopefully
Maybe a double banker.
Quite a good starting point there, the 2 and the 7. Still on the all-weather for race number 5. That's the first leg of the 6 up. That's up next.